Hey guys, this week's training tip is all about the front rack position. So the front rack position is a basic position that we use in kettlebell training. If you've ever done any double kettlebell squats, any pressing with the kettlebell, cleans, all of this stuff either starts or ends in the front rack position. I also use a lot of front rack carries with my clients. The position in general is a great way to build core strength and to get your shoulders nice and stable, to turn on your lats, all kinds of good stuff. But in order to get these benefits and to perform those exercises safely, we need to set up the front rack position properly. So these are a few form tips that I use with my clients to make sure that we're getting into a right position. So first of all, and this is true for most kettlebell training, you want to pretend like your wrist doesn't move, okay? So a common mistake that I see with a kettlebell is that people let their wrist get like this. So you see how bent my wrist is? My palm is facing up to my ceiling. So this is not a very stable position. Instead, you need to keep your wrist straight. So you're sort of pulling your hand up. I like to use the analogy that if you had a beer or a glass of water, your drink of choice, balance on the top of your knuckles here, it should be able to stay upright as you go through the exercise. So at no point should your hand be bent, your knuckles pointing out to the side. So that's step number one. Step number two is that we always want to try to keep our forearm as vertical as possible. So an analogy I like to use is protecting your ribs. So if I was going to come in and try to jab you in the ribs, which I would never do, and your elbow is up here, there's all this space here. This is not a good position for our shoulder. So instead of up here, you're going to take your elbow, you're going to put it down to your ribs. You can also think about screwing your shoulders into place. That's an analogy that helps other people. Okay, so for front rack, we've got nice straight wrists, knuckles are flat at the top, and my forearm is almost entirely vertical. In this position, I feel good engagement in my abs, I feel good engagement in my back, everything's nice and stable. So next time you want to do any pressing or squatting, make sure that you're not out here, bent hands, or even off to the side. Front rack should be in front, nice and stable. Give this a shot and see how it feels.